There we go. Before every stream, I've been doing these breathing exercises, and they've helped tremendously. I feel so much better for it every time I actually hit that go live button. And it just feels good. It just feels really good to just do something actively with intent before every stream. I've become a person of ritual and of habit lately. I like to do things a certain way again and again because every time we do something, we get better at it, right? And like there is something called the default mode network, and that part of our brain kind of is the one that's in charge of the things we do again and again. And I believe that if you're super aware, you can take advantage of that default mode network and you can almost program it with the behaviors you want yourself to do. And it like takes almost a month for you to get it right properly, but then as soon there's a nice butterfly here. You see it? Beautiful. Uh, if you are aware of it, then you can program your default mode network so that it's almost your instinct, or it's almost natural for you to do the things that you want to do. But it does take time and it takes commitment, and you have to be aware. You have to be aware. If you're not aware, it's not going to work for you at all. But then again, if you're not aware, things become difficult in life in general. I've seen it so many times in my life. Welcome, you beautiful people. Thank you so much for joining me in this beautiful place, this calm place, this wonderful place that I call home. I hope that I can bring you some calm in your day to day. I don't know where you are or how you are, but at least we can share this space together. Feel free to ask me questions if you have any, and I'll promise I'll answer you. Like I do like to interact with you beautiful people. Like, this is exactly why I'm doing this, right? Not for any other reason, any arbitrary reason, only for you guys. And it feels good. It feels really good. I've been feeling pretty good the last few days. I'm very grateful. I'm very blessed to say. I feel like I'm making decisions that are leading to my best interest, if that makes any sense. And like at the end of the day, it is going to be our decisions that turn out in our lives. Like the things that we decide to do, the things that we spend our time on, and the things that we associate with, that's going to be what determines our futures, right? I like this one Stoic saying that goes, good habits formed in youth determine the future of the one that's old. Something like that. I'm probably misquoting it horribly, but it's a beautiful quote because it is that way. We need to try and form good habits when we're young, like this. But it's not easy to form good habits, unfortunately. If it was, everybody would have them, right? Oh man, my paper is a little bit wrecked. I'm gonna have to get another one. There we go. So I'm going to roll myself a little doink, as one of my commenters has now kind of brainwashed me into calling it. And then I'm going to light it and smoke it with you beautiful people. Welcome. I see there are more and more people joining. I hope you're well. I'm just going to take a sip of water quickly. So beautiful there. Thank you, man. Mr. Captain's mate. It is beautiful here. And I'm happy to share the beauty with all of you. Like, that's exactly why I'm here, right? To share. And we all have the capacity to share, actually. Like, if you don't have... Okay, so he who is wealthy... No. He who has a lot give of wealth. He who has little, give of heart. So there's no excuse for you not to give. Even if you're feeling bad, even if you're upset about something, even if you're angry, you can still give. And it's been proven that giving is actually something that the human condition enjoys. Like we want to give people things, be it our time, be it our love, be it our whatever. And thank you so much for the wholesome award, dude. I do appreciate that. That's very nice of you. Arg Belastend, interesting name. Is that a mushroom on your necklace? I love mushrooms. What is the meaning for you? So this is a mushroom, but it holds my lighter. So the meaning of it for me is to hold my lighter. But this necklace does have a story. I told the story yesterday as well, so I'll only tell it briefly for you that are returning. But I was given this mushroom necklace by an absolutely gorgeous French girl who I now realize was into me, but I was too oblivious to see it. So now it's a good story, and it's a reminder for me to be aware. Because we miss things. We actively miss things in our lives just because we're not aware enough to see them. Me and friends recently started a podcast. And I say recently like it's been a few weeks, but we started it yesterday. We started our own podcast, and we were talking about this, how we have focus vision and then peripheral vision. And when you focus on something like solidly and you look only at that, it's almost like everything else in the world disappears around the subject that it is you're listening to and or paying attention to. And the problem is that we miss things in our lives. We miss whole aspects of existence because we're too focused on this thing or that thing or whatever it may be, and we kind of rob ourselves of enjoying the moment. I've also yesterday I started reading Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, and one of the quotes that really stuck with me is where he said that even if I live 3,000 more years or 10 times longer than that, the only thing I stand to lose is the moment. A single fleeting moment. Because no matter how, the longest life and the shortest are equal. Because to both of them, they lose the same thing. They lose a single moment. And you can't lose your future or your past because it's not something that you ever had. And it just really stuck with me. It's so profound actually, and it's such a good one. It's such a good one. And I really do appreciate these ancient writings. To think that people lived thousands of years ago that were having the same thoughts that me and you are having right now. Isn't that wild? To think that like us humans are in a way still connected, even though we're vast amounts of time separated from each other. Then again, time is an illusion. It's subjective. If you travel close to the speed of light, time kind of falls apart. Ever tried edibles? You can get high on a lot less and it lasts longer. I've tried edibles, my friend. But like it does last longer as well, you're right. But maybe I don't want to eat edibles right now. Like it's not like I don't have a problem with more or less. Fortunately, I'm blessed enough to have basically limitless access. And for that reason, I like doing this because it's a ritual. It's a ritual that I've set up for myself and that I've decided to share with all of you. And every day I'm going to be doing this ritual. Like, I'll probably take a day off or so. I'll probably take a day off. But now I've started this ritual So technically, it's like only it's past 4 where I am, and I've made a decision to start following the 420 rules. To only start smoking after 420 in the day, so that I actually end up being just a little bit more productive than longer, like than normally. I was reading than normally, and it helps. And then at the end of my day, like now, I get to experience something that I enjoy, and I get to experience it with all of you. And I hope, in my enjoyment, that I can bring all of you joy. Time is infinite. How are they expensive? You make them yourself. Yes, yes, I grow myself. You have to make butter, which is a crap ton of weed. I know how to make edibles. It's not that difficult. If you don't do it yourself, it's even more pricey. I want my hug, and I want it now. Come, dude. Like, you'll have to come all the way to me for me to give you a hug. I can't exactly give you a hug through the cell phone. Not yet, I suppose. Like, we don't have the technology for that. Maybe with Neuralink, I can give you the sensation of a hug. That's a pretty trippy thought, actually. Do you think that if we can, in like 100% real chemical electro feeling, if you can give someone the sensation of a hug, do you think that would be something that sells well? I think it would be, unfortunately. I think a lot of people would be buying that. And that kind of makes me sad because it feels like we're moving into a world where hugs are now taboo. Hugs are now taboo. Yeah, it does taste disgusting. I agree, dude. I really don't enjoy edibles. The taste of it itself, it just feels like I'm eating grass. But, but, you don't eat it for the taste. You eat it for the experience. So, we win some, we lose some, right? I'll stick with smoking it myself, but you do you. Yeah, 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 yeah. We can all do our own things, fortunately. But it's only for a few seconds that you wish it down. Then you wash it down. Yes, true. Some water or some soda. Stop drinking soda, by the way. I might lose a bunch of watchers, but soda's really bad for you. Stop drinking it. Man, insects invading my personal space. I have a problem with pests these days. Yo. Like wasps, I have a big problem with. And we have these little beetles that eat wood, and they like bore holes into your so we have like wood ceilings and stuff, and they bore holes into it. Pests, and then flies and mosquitoes. Yo. So like okay, well a lot of the time power just kind of drops here in South Africa. And one night my dog comes and sleeps with me, and she likes to go and lay like directly against your back, and then she gives you just as much heat as you give her. And the fan goes off, and I'm just waking up like almost sweating, and I'm so uncomfortable, and I take the blankets off of me, and as soon as I take the blankets off, I hear the mosquitoes in the room like, and then I cover myself in blankets again because I don't want to be mosquitoed, and then and then it's hot again, and it was like this constant tug of war with me wanting the blanket over me and also not wanting the blanket over me, and then eventually my fan goes on, and it's like this sense of bliss. We actually have a word for it. It's called an electrogasm, where if we get power again, we have this sense of relief. And it really is like that. It's like after my power went back on and I can actually turn my fan on, I could actually fall asleep again because I didn't have to listen to those little buzzers. Da, 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 da. Teleportation actually exists if you didn't know. Yeah, technically in the quantum world, teleportation exists because quantum tunneling is a thing and stuff. And information can technically teleport with, again, I think it's quantum tunneling. It's technically quantum tunneling where if one particle flips, no matter how many or how vast of a distance is between those two particles, the other one will flip as well. And technically, it moves faster than the speed of light. So that information is teleporting to the other side of that equation, which is therapy. Let's spark up together, dog. Let's do that, dude. Let's do that. Sorry for keeping you waiting, but I'll spark up now, man. Actually, before I do, I have to ask myself what my intent is. To grow. So I think it's to grow. I added it in my like title as well today. That like we can grow together. Like that's the thing. We should grow together. That's the only way to move forward is to grow together. So I'm smoking this joint today for growth. For growth in my own personal emotional maturity, for growth in my financial intellectuality, for growth in my inspiration, for growth in my motivation, for growth in my creativity, and most of all, just a growth or an expanding growth for the love of humanity and the love of our beautiful planet. So, growth. Growth. That's why I'm smoking this. Edibles also don't work on me, so I'm biased. That's also a thing that would be a little bit bias inducing, wouldn't it? Now I'm lighting it. Oh, I'm lighting it now. Growth. Growth is the reason. Growth is the intent. Woo! Yeah, that feels good. I would especially right now, so you can't absorb things in your bloodstream. Yeah, you can. You can absorb things in your bloodstream. It doesn't absorb well in my stomach. Like you shouldn't be injecting marijuana or anything for that fact into yourself. Like if you want to have something injected, let a medical professional do that shit to you, and make sure the stuff they're injecting is good for you as well. Well, I do in my stomach. Liming works with all food actually. Yeah, that's exactly how you absorb things in your bloodstream. Well, I absorb everything else just fine. Oh, oh, this joint's kicking my ass. Oh, mm. Da 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 da. Malabsorption. I just learned to accept it. I've just learned to accept it. We're probably talking about the edibles not working on you. Right now, they can teleport molecules 60 kilometers. That's insane, dude. I'm looking forward to where our world and where our technology is going to progress to. I can't even imagine. And I believe in our lifetimes, we're gonna see stuff that isn't even theoretically possible right now. Taking a bong hit for you. Thank you very much, friend. Enjoy your bong hit. Like we can be on the same chemical level. All of us on tetrahydrocannabinol and maybe some cannabidiol. Just a little bit. We are made of molecules. Yes, we are. My man. Hello, little Drippy. My man as well, dude. Welcome. Is this a simulation? Are you talking about all of this? Maybe. Maybe it is. But if it's a simulation, each particle or each atom would be a pixel, if you want to think about it like that. And if it's a simulation, it means that we are the thing that the smarter thing wanted to create. So therefore, we are what's important, right? So if it's a simulation, be happy about it, right? I mean, like, this is a pretty cool simulation if it is. 8 billion other players, super big map. Like, it takes a little bit of a while to get the game going and to get good, but it's a pretty cool game. It's a pretty cool game. Indica or sativa. This is a high sativa, friend. All THC, almost no CBD. COVID cough. Not anymore. I did have COVID about how long ago now? 2 weeks ago. I had COVID. My dad actually got it first from a work colleague, and he had to come home. And during his like recovery process, he was not doing well. His lungs like felt like he told me was like collapsing, and he would have these moments like where he couldn't breathe, and like during that time I just spent time with him, and I was there for him and like holding his hand, making sure he's okay. And during that time I also caught COVID, and yeah, I I beat it. I'm healthy again. I'm feeling good. If you have COVID, do rest up. It is a real disease. It can kill people, and like that's the only really stuff I have to say about it. Other than that, I don't think it's going to be the end of the world, fortunately, but it might be the end of a lot of elderly people's world, unfortunately. But we'll save them as well, dude. The ones that we can. I love teleportation. It would fix so many problems. Yo, like I've for my whole life I've imagined being able to like in Dragon Ball Z like what did he call it? Instant transmission. Instant transmission somewhere. How sick would that be? I can't even. We are aliens. Yes, I do think we are the most alien thing on this planet, dude. Even though there are a bunch of alien things on this planet. You're sure you're not high already? Of course. Of course I'm high already. Does COVID go away? Yes. Yes it does. You can beat it like any disease, dude. A disease is basically these little assholes called a virus that hijack your cells, tap into its like biological mechanisms, biological. What's the word I'm looking for? Mechanisms? Yeah, biological mechanisms, and then causes that cell to produce more of the virus. And like while your body does that, it's like, oh, what the hell's happening? Sends white blood cells, tries and kills this infection, heats your body up so it can like burn all of this stuff to death. And then after you went through this whole process, your body starts to like equilibrize, start to like find balance again, and then you beat the disease. Thank you, Mr. Das212, for giving me lit. Like I do appreciate that. Maybe that means I should light my joint again with the fire you just gave me, so I'll do that. I like your medicine pouch, bruh. Thank you. It is a very nice medicine pouch, and it's very close to my heart. It makes me happy to see that more and more people are waking up to the idea that there's so much potential right here in our brains. It's actually wild. I just watched Dragon Ball Super Broly movie yesterday. Synchronicity, dude. Like that's exactly what it's called. Like what are the odds of me and you, two people, like out of almost 8 billion, coming together in this moment and me talking about something that you only experienced like yesterday, dude? Huh? Like there's a lot of variables, and the statistics of that happening is pretty low, which is cool, dude. It's so cool. And we're sharing this moment actively. So you test negative now? Yes. My dad had to test negative as well before he can go back to work. So in turn, if he tests negative, that means we are also negative. Because, yeah, like you understand. I believe you understand. What do you think about the situation now in America and the possibility that authoritarian countries are deliberately trying to undermine the stability of democracies? That's a really good question, and it's a hard one for me to answer because one, I don't live in America, so it is in a way hard for me to associate and to understand what it is you're going through right now, and it breaks my heart to see it because like the biggest problem I believe with this whole like fiasco is the media, because they're the ones constantly fear mongering people. And the thing with media as well is if they scare you, it means you're more likely to come back and find out if you should still be scared. because that's what their monetization program is like. They keep scaring you, people keep coming back, and it like it literally just like rinse and repeats, and it keeps finding something new to be scared at. And it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad when you actually are aware of what is happening and you see it for what it is. But the problem is that people are still consuming it. And I think the problem isn't so much with like certain events like people storming the Capitol and the whole situation that's going on in America right now. I think the problem is that there are too many people that are just like almost, they are technically participants, but they're inactive participants. They're just sitting and watching. It's like a show to them, and they have no like draw, no need, no expectation of themselves to try and better that. Like they don't even see the need to. They don't see the possibility of them being able to do anything. And it's a it's a global mindset with almost everything, especially with the state of our climate and like plastic pollution and overfishing. There's so many things that's a big problem in our world, and because so many individuals have this, oh no, I can't do anything about it. There are people that know that, and people that are going to help you and tell you, yes, you can do that. So listen to what I tell you, and then you do the thing I tell you to do, because then you'll be happy. And I'm just thinking about this quote. If you don't build your own dreams, someone is going to pay you to build theirs. And if you understand what that means, really take it to heart, because it's true. You absolutely have to find yourself and find what it is you love first. Because if you neglect that part of yourself until until you have a wife and kids, until you're in your 60s and you're retired, like you're going to feel like you've missed so much of being you and being the real you, that again you'll have another feeling of, oh, it's not too late for me. And that's exactly what people do. People even at my age like to say it's too late for me. People are very self-manipulating. Man, there is so much synchronicity. It happens to me almost daily. It happens to me multiple times a day as well, dude. It is the universe communicating with you. I'm glad you guys are okay. Do you think Americans are cowboys? Like, I've been called a cowboy, so I don't know. I've been called a cowboy multiple times, unfortunately, because I like to be rowdy, I guess. So I don't think saying something like all Americans are cowboys, or do you think Americans are cowboys? Because obviously not all of them are. I mean, there's so many different aspects of being human and being part of humanity and being part of society, that you don't have to fit into only one thing like cowboys. Cowboys haven't been a real thing for a very long time. So technically there are no cowboys. The media. They continue to divide by race. Like, it's such a stupid thing as well, dude. Like, you want to divide us because one of you has more melanin? It's not melatonin. I think it's melanin. Like the pigment in your skin that makes it dark, which means it just absorbs more sun rays. And that's why you're a darker skin color. Like, how is that something to separate people by? What the fuck? It's so stupid. The media all got their pockets padded. Of course they do. Absolutely they do. I live in America, and it's sad how many people watch the news and believe, yeah, all to be facts. Exactly. Because they believe what they see on TV. Like, it has to be true. It's on television. They wouldn't put something on television that isn't true. And it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous that people actually think like that. Stop the steal. It's absolutely obnoxious rabbit hole. Stop the steal? I don't know what that means. What time is it by you? What's the plan for the day? It is now 4:30, and my plans are basically now to upload. So I have a vertical streaming phone, and then I have my other phone like on a horizontal taking 4K video of this stream, and then I re-upload this stream to my YouTube channel so that I have daily content, because I've been trying to produce daily content. I've been thinking about how to produce daily content, and I think this is the best way to. And I can only hope to help people in the process. And yeah, then I'm gonna basically upload the video to my computer, edit it, color grade it, then upload it to YouTube, and then I'll probably just chillax. Actually, just gonna chillax. Da, 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 da. What time? Yeah, you know what you think. I think you need to light that spliff, bro. I'm lighting it right now. Yo, babysitter, you ever gonna pass it? Don't wake the baby. You are not a cowboy or country in any way. No, they are the real thing. You're just stuck in the closet. Honest answer, since you're from another country, is America fucked? Uh, I think my country is still more wrecked than yours, so no, I don't think so. Da, 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 da. Is that a Hawaii kind of shirt? Like, it's interesting that you say that, because my brother said the same thing, and I don't know, it could be. What do you think of it? Do you like it? I like it. It's very comfortable. It's a very soft, very, very soft material. Is he in NZ or Norway? Nope. I am in South Africa, friend. He's in Africa, I believe. Yes. Yes, I am. Monetize. Beacon of Hope. How cool. Oh, dude. The biggest thing is, I'm not making any money out of this, and I'm spending real time, real work effort doing this for you. Like, first and foremost, for you. Because if I didn't have all of you people watching me right now, I'd be talking to myself like a crazy person. So, monetization is something that I would love, obviously, because it would mean that I can actually earn an income doing what it is I believe is my soul's purpose. And that's all I can hope for. But I'm not naive. So while I'm doing this, my morning hours is spent working with Blender. So I'm learning how to become a 3D artist. And as a 3D artist, I'll be able to actually work for income. So, you know, you have to have your bases covered. You can't be naive. You can't just go into the world thinking that the world's gonna hand you a silver platter, because it's not. But if you're willing to work, you can buy yourself a silver platter and then put your own food on it. Don't have to worry about the rest of the world, dude. If you can work hard enough for yourself, and you understand it in yourself that you're working for like more than just your like own personal enjoyment. I need to earn an income, and I need to become wealthy so that I can provide for my family, for my loved ones, and then in extension the rest of the world. Because I believe that as a human being, I will not leave this planet without having made impact. I feel like it's too easy to live a meaningless life, because it almost was advertised, and I refuse to. I refuse to. I will help this planet in any way that I can. Is it warm here? There? It's freezing here in Edinburgh. Yeah. It's pretty warm. It's actually pretty comfortable right now because I have my drip scarf on, but it is a little bit toasty. I like this shirt, but I love that scarf. Thank you, dude. Like, I wear scarves that I get from friends, and this one I got from A very important friend, a very important other friend. I have a few scarves, and well, literally a few, like two of them, and both of them came from individual friends. And if you ever want to send me a gift, send me a scarf, yo. Like especially if it's a nice one, like something that's a little bit psychedelic even. Then I'll be set. Like money, nah. Pictures, nah. Food, nah. A scarf, damn, stonks. Uh, you should be. Da, 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 da. Taking to the NSA. Unknowing, of course. Of course, unknowing. I feel the scarf is so colorful. Good morning from Canada. Good morning to you as well, friend. I hope Canada isn't too cold right now. I think it probably is, but I hope you're well. I hope you're staying warm. I hope you're healthy. I hope your family is healthy. I hope you're employed and that you have an income. I hope that you're fed every day, dude. And I hope that for every single one of you. Yo, there's a lot of suffering happening in the world right now, and we should all be we should all be giving our energy. Like I know it sounds kind of weird and it sounds kind of like new age or whatever, but we create fields of energy with our bodies and we can lift our fellow humans up with our energy. When someone walks into a room and they have a positive energy and it literally almost feels like the room is brighter, it is because there's energy in the room now. It's hard to believe and it's hard to understand, but it's really how it is, yo. And the markup, the silver platter for resale. Yes. Sell the silver platter again. You gotta hustle, dude. It's junk after you use it once. I'm not sure what you mean. Maybe the silver platter? Oh, yeah, the silver platter. It's easy to give into negativity compared to positivity. It is. Because, why is that actually? I said because I thought I would have an answer, but then I didn't. I think I know. I think it's easier to give into negativity because it is almost the easier state of being. Like it comes back to the whole an object in motion wants to stay in motion, an object at rest wants to stay at rest. So like I think the negative emotion is like at rest and the positive emotion is moving. So it's usually hard to move from one point to another, and the negativity state, the at rest state, is something that we're very prone to. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? I hope so. But I am stoned. You stoner, you. Yeah, I am. You can't say anything about it. It's I send an American scarf manufactured by China. I'll wear your American scarf manufactured by China. I will. I think this might have been manufactured by China as well. A lot of things that we use are manufactured by China, unfortunately. Oh, I'm missing some comments. Skål, brother. I don't know what that means, but yes. Don't insult my mom. Where are you now? I'm in South Africa. South Africa represent 100%. Hi from the northern side of the continent. Egypt? Woo! This joint is spicy today. Yo! Very spicy. But I'm not complaining. I'm just commenting. The media is there safe. Here safe. Not always, but fortunately, and I'm blessed enough to say that I have been safe. And I trust and I believe and I speak it into the universe now that I will continue to be safe. It's called, I hope, all hopes are true every day. It's a fresh start. I like your genuine positivity. Thanks. You're very, very welcome, friend. And thank you for your positivity and your message as well. I do appreciate that. I think I feel like negativity just seems more real, whilst positivity seems impossible or just a dream. It really isn't. It really isn't, friend. Like, even though I'm a positive person, I can be negative as well. And it's being aware of your own negativity and then striving towards positivity. That is the active goal you have to set for yourself in every moment. Thor on discount. Stop calling me discount Thor. I'm I'm not fucking discount. No, I'm not hurt. You're hurt. I'm trying to break that cycle of negativity for people, spreading my energy over yonder. Very good, dude. Very, very good. I'm spreading my energy to you as well, friend. If I can make any of you smile, or laugh, or even think something profound, take that energy and give it back to someone in your life, even a stranger. China got a super strong economy now. They do. Unfortunately, they are thriving off of this whole epidemic. Sing South African national anthem. No. I'm on my third joint. You still in your first. Are you in your third joint during this stream? Have you just been hoying? Or are you smoking the whole day? Like, you have to clarify. Where are the diamonds? I'm gonna tell you, dude. I'm not gonna tell you. Where should I eat now when I'm not hungry? Well, it depends, dude. That's a multifaceted question. If you don't eat now, will you not have the opportunity to eat later? Because in that case, maybe eating now would be you taking care of your future self. But if the food is not going anywhere, don't eat now because you're not hungry now. Twitter banned Trump for life. Nice. Silencing people. It's the start, yo. It's only the start. Companies getting away with silencing like people is unfortunately part of what's happening in China for a long time now. Like, no YouTube, no Instagram, no Reddit. Like, there's no Reddit in China either. Yeah, it's not a cool life. It's not a cool life. I was living in China for a year and 4 months, and I had to pay for so many VPNs just to be able to use the internet like at a like 250 kilobits per second level. So barely loading Reddit images and stuff, and watching YouTube at like 1440p. It was brutal. It was so brutal. And unfortunately, if people don't stand up for their rights and for their freedom, the government, just like they have done in China, will completely dominate their civilians, or their citizens, I should say, rather. So don't let yourself be consumed. Pandemic that they manufactured. I'm not saying that, but it's a possibility. Like, everything in this universe has infinite possibilities. Covering bases. Diamonds. We want lithium. Yes, we do want lithium, dude. We want to make more batteries. Trump held a grudge against Obama over a joke. What you think he's gonna do when you ban his manhood? I don't think. Well, like, opinions. Trump just enjoys, spazzing about stuff. So he'll probably start a YouTube channel or something and do well. Who knows, dude? Who knows? Do you feel that you had a privileged upbringing? So, interesting question. I don't really think I had a very like privileged in the sense. So it comes back to what you think of as privileged. I couldn't rely on my dad to pay for my studies. So if that gives you an idea of privilege. Another thing, I couldn't My dad couldn't buy me a car. Okay, so yeah, I don't really think so, but I do think I was very privileged with freedom and with creative expression. So in that case, I'm super blessed and I have nothing to complain about. And I am super grateful for that. I'm missing so many comments. Okay, there we go. There's a difference between government silencing Twitter and Twitter silencing Trump. It's true. It is true. But like the government has been trying to silence people for a very long time. it's it's like pretty evident, like all over the internet already. Look at like Stephen. Can't exactly remember his name, but the guy that leaked the CIA information. That guy was pursued for the rest of his life because he revealed to the public that the government was spying on them. So it's fucking hectic, dude. It's a little bit hectic. Don't be afraid to use America in that context. I'm not exactly sure what you mean about America in that context. Dr. Phil made Corona. Do the covering bases hand action again. I don't know what I did, bro. It was in the moment. You'll have to go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Meltmore, to see it now. Come on, slide it in. He's gonna start his own Twitter. Probably, dude, called Trumper. Not privileged, not privileged. Privilege is a mentality of entitlement and lack of humility. Blessed and appreciation is very different. Bro, keep lit. Keep lit. Okay, I'll light it again. I promise. Ooh, blessed and appreciation is very different. Snowden. Yes, there we go. Edward Snowden. That's the one. They are scared. Voter turnout is rising big time. American suppression. It's brutal. Like you're seeing it, right? I do believe people are seeing it. I think that's why there's so much angst. There's a lot of angst right now. You need to take 2 sips of water with the amount of angst I experience just imagining it. Did you hear that? I think that is a woodpecker. Imagine using your face to make holes in wood to eat bugs. It's good to eat normal food. What a weird thought. Ooh, this is too spicy. It's kicking my ass. The Queen knows what's up. The Queen's been around for like all of the plagues or something, dude. She's so old. Of course she knows what's up. Power comes from division. Power comes from division? Yeah, maybe from atoms, but I don't think so from individual human beings. Yeah, oh, that's why they try so hard to divide us. Yeah, that's true, bro. You're right. That is why they're trying to divide people. Division that is constantly lured in front of Americans with the left and the right. Yes, that is exactly the problem, dude. It's because of that left-right thing. Because they have this, oh, if you believe this thing, you have to be on this side, and if you talk this way, you have to be on this side. I've had conversations with people in America or in China with Americans, and then they like almost label me. Oh, so you are more like a Republican or whatever they said. I'm like, yeah. I have no idea what that even means. But like, I don't know, bro. People want to almost fall under a label. Picking your chimney. Uh, have you seen any dinosaurs? No dinosaurs yet. Well, technically I have, bro. There's a bunch of birds around. They're descendants of dinosaurs. Okay, I'm gonna leave you with a message. Go in love and try and help people in any way that you can.